State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Using his legs, it's Allen. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Penn.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And the deep. gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
To the air, it's Aller. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Tripped up for the tackle. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Making side adjustments here. He'll throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Pena. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Aller. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Aller. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle in the side on that play.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Floating away. He'll get rid of it. He's got him wide open. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
Trying to keep this drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown Sooners! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the back. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Knocked off his feet. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Caught over the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Fires downfield. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Mars. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. This is caught for the way touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to throw, it's Aller. Buying some time. They get it in for the two-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.